Trump hits back after Nikki Haley's attacks. Birdbrain backed by Democrats. Presidential hopeful Nikki Haley upped her attacks on former President Donald Trump over the weekend, prompting a response from Trump, who warned that Birdbrain is largely backed by Democrats. The former South Carolina governor went after Trump over the weekend in both television appearances and on social media. Particularly, she has tried to use his various indictments and legal battles against him, a tactic she has resumed on the campaign trail. The Donald Trump promise he hasn't fulfilled. "You're going to be tired of winning," she said on Saturday, asserting that everything Trump touches falls apart. Chaos follows him, and Republicans have paid the price for the last 7 years. "We're tired of losing, let's start winning again," she said. The Donald Trump promise he hasn't fulfilled. "You're going to be tired of winning. Everything Trump touches falls apart. Chaos follows him, and Republicans have paid the price for the last 7 years. We're tired of losing, let's start winning again." pic.twitter.com/LCVs5atau. Nikki Haley, at Nikki Haley, February 17, 2024. In another social media post on X, Haley again poked Trump over his legal battles, stating, "Trump is going to use the RNC as his own personal piggy bank to cover his constant legal bills. There's no way he can beat Joe Biden if he's spending more time in the courtroom than on the campaign trail," she added. In another post, Haley tried to use Trump's age, 77, against him, although Americans have made it clear that they do not view Trump and Biden, 81, in the same light. Do we really want to put our country and the issues we're facing in the hands of two 80-year-olds? If pilots have an age limit, if the military has an age limit, shouldn't we have mental competency tests for those who are making decisions about the future of our economy and our national security? She asked. To add to her string of social media posts over the weekend, Haley appeared on ABC's This Week on Sunday and refused to say if she would support Trump as the Republican nominee. Related, Nikki Haley. Unhinged, "Trump doesn't deserve to be president. I mean, keep in mind, I am running against him for a reason," she said, explaining that she does not believe Trump is the right person at this time. "The last thing on my mind is who I'm going to support. The only thing on my mind is how we're going to win this. The only thing on my mind is how we're going to make sure that we correct what's happening in America and we bring this country back together. Allow her to heal and move in a strong way," she said. "We are going to have a female president of the United States," she said, playing the gender card. "It will either be me or it will be Kamala Harris. And if Donald Trump is the nominee of the for the Republican Party, he will not win," she continued, refusing to answer the question. Trump responded to the latest string of Haley's attacks on Truth Social Sunday night, referring to Haley as a stupid person who does not understand the bigger picture. "When will stupid people like Nikki Haley confessed to knowing that the indictments and litigation that I am fighting is all Democrat and crooked Joe Biden inspired, coordinated, and run," Trump exclaimed. "They have done a terrible job, and there is nothing else that they can do to save their sinking ship. It is illegal election interference, and if I weren't running, or leading so big, none of this would be happening," Trump said. Explaining that Haley is backed by Democrats and does not have what it takes to win. "If Birdbrain were ever in my position, which she won't be, she would be hit just as hard, and not be able to fight back. The only money she is getting now is coming from Democrats. I know her well, and she just doesn't have what it takes, and never will," Trump said, adding, "MAGA. P.S. She's losing to Biden in almost every poll. I am winning in every poll." It is true that Haley has been backed by Democrats, one of whom is Democrat billionaire donor Reid Hoffman, an Epstein Island visitor who only opted to pause his donations to Haley in January. Further, Haley's own campaign has admitted that she is depending on non-conservative voters in open primary states to support her as the primary race continues. As further proof of that strategy, a CNN exit poll released in the midst of the New Hampshire primary showed that about 70% of Haley's supporters were registered as undeclared prior to Election Day. Related, Trump shades Nikki's non-victory celebration. "She can't get away with bullshit." Haley's heightened attacks against Trump come roughly 1 week from the primary in her home state of South Carolina. Poll after poll, however, shows the former U.S. ambassador to the UN trailing Trump by double digits. Monday's Real Clear Politics average showed Haley down by an average of 31 points in the Palmetto State.